Okay, folks, SoloGamer back here. We're going to start with Mansions of Madness, and my daughter Caitlin here is playing with me. And she's going to be Mandy Thompson and Bob Jenkins. And, of course, each one has a story. So we're going to go over the story first. And like I said, this is Story 1, The Fall of House Lynch. The office is thick with cigarette smoke. Filing cabinets line the walls, and a pile of magazines sticks out from under the legs of a cheap wooden desk. Behind the desk sits a pudgy, bald man full of nervous energy. "It's about time you got here," he says while tapping his fingers on the desk. "Time is money, and we're losing it by the truckload. I need your help finding our missing business partner." He tosses you a dirty manila folder. "Our missing man is named Walter Lynch. He's always been the brains of this operation. Without him, this business venture is a bust. He hasn't been answering letters, and all of our other investigations have been..." He pauses, choosing his next words carefully. "Unsuccessful." He glances at the folder. "You have everything we know. Bring him back to us. More than you know is at stake." Later in your car, you carefully open the soiled folder. You find a crude map with directions to a mansion just outside Arkham, Massachusetts. The drawing is primitive, as if sketched by a child. Behind the map lies a torn journal entry. June 8th, 1918. "It's been nearly a year since the illness came for my son. The doctors were mystified as it slowly consumed his flesh. I am a man of action and could not sit around and wait for my hair to deteriorate. 9 months I spent traveling the globe searching for a cure. From the depths of the jungles to the wisdom of the Orient, I found nothing. I kept searching deeper and deeper into lost places of the world and beyond. I witnessed many mysteries and horrors, but the cure still eluded me. Little did I know that it was already too late. Back home, my son passed from this world with no father there to comfort him. I returned home to my wife Edith, intending to stay for good. We grieved. Life slowly returned to normal, and I returned to work. I started up new business ventures and grew my fortune while my soul languished. The healing process was not easy, but I found that helping mend Edith's heart helped me ignore my own pain." A brief entry lies on the back. January 21st, 1919. "How could this happen? Why could this happen? You try to protect yourself, you try to protect your family, but it doesn't matter. Oh, Edith, you're all I have. How could it happen to you? I must dig deeper. I will turn over stones that I dared not touch. I will find answers." So apparently old Walter's son died, something happened, we don't know what. And then we have this little prelude while they go to the mansion. Light rain falls on your face as you exit your car in front of the estate. The house is huge, unkept, and shrouded in eerie silence as you approach. You rap on the door, but there is no response. A moment later, the door creaks open of its own accord, and you enter the foyer of the enormous mansion. And that's where we start here. As you set foot in the vacant home, you notice this faint smell of burnt food. Perhaps someone forgot to turn off the stove. And that is where our heroes start. And that is where Caitlin will begin. And Caitlin, you can go. Who's going to go first?
I think Bob.
Okay.
Okay, let's take him to right here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to explore.
Okay.
Then gotta...
He finds a whiskey card. Gain +1 willpower. Discard this card to heal up 2 horror. Okay. And remember, you have one more action now.
Okay, then I'm gonna go to through here.
Okay. And now it's your turn with Mandy.
Okay. She's gonna go... I guess she's gonna go... I'd say her follow him. So, 1, 2... and she's gonna explore in here.
Okay.
And find nothing of interest.
You find nothing of interest. That's right. You see this game with a lot of these cards. Okay, so now it will be my turn. And I will gain 2 threat. And I can spend them any way I want. Let's see here. Well, I will do an evil presence. So I will draw a Mythos and Trauma card. And then I will save my second threat. Okay. And I will draw a Mythos card, and let's see what it says. Now I can play these anytime, but see, this one says right here, I have to requirement to play this card. Okay, and I'm not going to say it what it is right now because I don't want her to hear. And then if she has to do something, and then if she fails, I can do an action. So I'll keep that right there for when that happens. And then right here I have my trauma card. Okay, and I give this to them, or basically put this on the bottom here, and it says each time you use a skill point, the keeper may gain 1 threat, draw 1 mythos, or draw 1 trauma card. It's overzealous, so I put that there to let her know that each time she uses a skill point, I get to do something. Okay, and then we will put a time token on the card, and when this gets 3, we will flip that card over and an event will happen. So now it is again Caitlin's turn.
Okay, so Bob's gonna move into this room right here. 1, and he's gonna explore. Get both items.
Okay.
And here's 1.
Okay, she got a silver key. Discard this key when you attempt to move through a locked door. Okay. And then we have a clue. And this tells a little bit more of the story. And it says, the fall of House Lynch. The room is empty except for the burnt outline of a human on the kitchen table. Upon closer examination, you find a simple silver key hidden in the soot. A trail of blackened footprints leads up to the foyer stairs and right down the hall. Okay, so that's her clue that she got. That tells her to try to follow the footprints, and she found a key. And you have one more action.
Since that door's locked, I'm just gonna go ahead and go right here.
Okay, and now it's Mandy's turn.
Okay, she's in here, so I guess she's gonna go 1, 2. She's gonna explore.
Wait, where is she? She was right here. She's right here. 1, 2, and then you have
Enter.
to enter. Okay, so that's your third action right there.
All right.
Okay, so now I will gain 2 more threat, and now I have 3 threat altogether. And I'm probably not going to do anything this turn. I'm probably going to hoard it, and we'll put another time token on the card. Okay, now it is Caitlin's turn. And you can go in any order you want.
Okay.
Mandy can go first, or Bob can go first.
Okay, well, she's gonna, investigate.
Okay.
And
she finds this nameless cult's book. And Caitlin, whenever she wants, she can spend an action to test her intellect, and she gets a +1. Take 1 horror, discard this card, and gain a blood pact spell card. So she could gain a blood pact spell if she chose to. Okay, so that was your action, and you get 2 movement.
Okay. 1, 2.
Okay, and now it is Bob's turn.
Well, 1, 2, 3.
Okay. Okay, now it's my turn, and I gain 2 threat. Okay. Now, first thing I'm going to do is I'm probably going to spend 4 threat right here to do a maniac attack. And this is, the door exploded into splinters as a crazed madman enters the room. If no maniacs are in play, choose a lone investigator. Place 1 maniac in his space. And I will choose this maniac and put this right here. And now what has to happen is Caitlin, as Bob, will have to make a horror check. Okay, now she's got to test her will, and she's going to be -1. So her willpower for Bob is 6. So it's going to be 5. But you have this to gain +1 willpower, so it's still going to be 6.
Okay.
She's going to roll the die and hope to get 6 or lower. She got a 7. Okay, now you can either take the punishment, or you can spend a skill point.
I'll spend a skill point.
Okay. So she spends a skill point to add her luck to her will. So now she has to get an 8 or lower.
Okay.
Oh, and she failed again. You can keep spending skill points if you choose to, or just take the punishment.
I just take the punishment.
Okay. So she just takes the punishment and loses 1 sanity. So give me a sanity token here. Alright. Okay. Now, each time she uses a skill point, the keeper may gain 1 threat, draw 1 mythos, or draw 1 trauma card. I will gain a threat. So I have 2 now. Okay. And I still have an extra. I have my 2 things here. Alright, I won't need to do this. I can take a sample. Okay, well, what I will do is I will take a sample token and put it on the Maniac. Then I have one threat left, and I will draw another Mythos and Trauma card. Locked behind. You jump as every door in the room slams shut. You frantically try to open one, but it's jammed. Test your strength. So she has to test her strength.
It's 5.
No, for Bob.
For Bob, it's 6.
Okay, so roll to see if you can test your strength.
4.
Alright. Okay. Now, actually, I messed up on that. I had to spend one threat in order to do that. I don't have any threat left, so I'll just put that there and pretend that never happened. But, we have this. When you make a horror test, you automatically fail unless you roll a 1 or a 2. Okay. So, that's that. And now, since my Maniac just appeared, he won't get any movement that turn, but now we turn over the first action time card. And it says right here, clock strikes 10. If clue 3 has not been found, each investigator takes 1 horror. Otherwise, resolve one of the following. Okay, so clue 3 has not been found. So what's going to happen is she's going to lose 1 horror for each one. So let's do that. And then we don't have to resolve anything else, because clue 3 has not been found. Okay, Caitlin pointed something out, that clue 3 has been found. We did find one of the clues on 3. So what we got to do is we got to resolve this thing. A fiery figure bolts down the hallway towards the bedroom. Because I chose scenario 3A. Place a zombie in hallway 2 with a fire token on him. When he is dealt damage, place the fire token in this room. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to get a zombie and I'll put him in the hallway. Okay, as you can see, we put a zombie in the hallway 2. And he has a fire token on him. So now it will be our hero's turn. Okay, so Caitlin, it's your turn. You can go and do what you want to do.
First, I'm going to move Mandy 3 faces.
Okay.
I'm going to go 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
3 faces Bob. And then with Bob, I'm going to try to attack the Maniac.
Okay, now we're going to draw one of these cards because it's blue, as you can see. So we're going to draw a blue themed card. And let's see what it says. Sharp melee weapon. Okay, well, we don't have a sharp melee weapon, so we're going to have to keep going. Ranged weapon. Don't have a ranged weapon. Blunt melee weapon. We don't have a blunt melee weapon. You do have a blunt melee weapon. Alright, she has a briefcase. And this is a blunt melee weapon. Attack a monster in your space. After this attack deals damage to the humanoid monster, stun the monster, unless it's already stunned. Okay, so she's going to attack with the briefcase. And it's a blunt melee weapon. You aim to stun the approaching foe. Test dexterity. So, she's going to test her dexterity. That's 4. Now, she can try to add her luck to that if she chooses to.
Nope, got a 6.
Okay, so you missed. Fail. Your enemy ducks in time. No effect. Okay. So that was her action. And now, what are you going to do? You can move.
I can move?
Yeah, remember, you can move 2 spaces.
Okay, well, first I'm going to move right here.
You already did your action, so you can't explore. Not with him. You fought, remember?
Oh, okay. Well, darn. I can move past him, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm just going to go 1, 2.
Okay. Alright, so now it becomes my turn. Now, first thing I will do is I will gain 2 threat. Then we will put a time token on the time card. And the monster here can attack. Now, in order for me to move the zombie, I have to be able to move this. So I will spend 1 token to do command minion. Move a monster, only 1, up to 2 spaces. So I will take the zombie, moves 1, 2, and he moves in the same space as Bob. So Bob is going to have to make a horror check. So make a horror check, Bob.
5.
Alright. Your will 6, so he passed his horror check. Then the maniac here is going to attack Mandy. So let's see what the maniac does. The monster tries to bait you. Test intellect. Okay, so test her intellect there.
Okay.
Fail. The enemy guides you into his trap. The keeper either has the monster damage you or draws 1 Mythos card and receives 1 threat. I will do that. I will draw 1 Mythos card and I will receive another threat. So that gives me back 2. Okay. Alright. And then I will spend 1 threat to do this Mythos card here. And it says, locked behind. You jump as every door in the room slams shut. You frantically try to open it, but it's jammed. Test your strength. So test your strength. 4.
Got it.
You got it. Okay. So now that Mythos card is gone. I used it. It's gone. Okay. And so that was basically my turn. The zombie moved. And now it is our hero's turn. So, okay, it is your turn.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna start off with Bob, and I'm gonna get him to try to attack the zombie.
Okay. Let's see, ranged weapon, melee weapon. Okay. You receive a burst of courage and charge the monster. Test your strength.
3. Got it.
Okay. Your weapon sinks deep into its skull. Deal weapon damage +1. Alright, so it's going to be 2 damage. Now, the thing is he doesn't get to know how much damage a zombie can take. Okay? See? As you can see, how much damage a zombie can take before it's dead. Okay? Alright, so hold on 1 second. Okay, so as you saw, the zombie can take so much damage. You know what it is. I know what it is, but she doesn't know. But she dealt the zombie 2 damage, but the fire token went off in the room. So now we're going to have to deal with that, and we'll deal with that in a second. And we got to put 2 damage worth on the zombie. Alright, so, and the zombie's stunned because of her special attack. Okay, so as you can see, we put 2 damage on the zombie, and we have a stun token. Now, what that stun token means is that the zombie cannot attack. So when it comes my turn next, I can take the stun token off, and then that'll be the zombie's action. It cannot attack as long as it's stunned. Alright, then we have the fire token, and that'll start next round as well. So she attacked with him. That was 1 action. Now you get to 2 moves, or you can stay where you're at with him.
Okay, well, since... Don't I get damaged if the room's on fire too?
Correct, but I'll start next turn because once you dealt damage, the fire started... The fire token came off the zombie, okay?
Okay, another question. Under these locked doors, is there a puzzle?
Some of them.
Some of them?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go here, so I'm gonna just go 1, 2.
Okay.
The other door.
Alright, and that door is going to say it's locked and it's a dark room. So 1, 2. So you can go in there then. You open the door and see nothing through the pitch blackness. You search for the light switch, but nothing happens. Place a darkness token in that room, then discard the card. So I'm going to put a darkness token in that room. And then next turn, I will explain what the darkness token is. That's going to end his turn. It is now Amanda's turn.
Okay. Can you still attack without no weapon?
Correct.
Well, I'm gonna attack him. Try to attack him.
Okay. Let's see here. No weapon. In a panic frenzy, you attack your enemy with your bare hands. Test your strength.
4. Got it.
Alright, you rake at its eyes with your fingernail. Deal 2 damage and stun the monster. So she deals 2 damage and stuns that monster, and then we'll end this video there, and we'll come back, and it'll still be her actions, but then we'll come back and it'll be my turn. See you then.